Hey guys, what's going on? So what you are seeing here is a fully auto B7 on my week-old account. We can go up to chat here, you can say Moga is noob. I made a video on this yesterday. If you guys haven't seen it, then you can check that out as well. I've done about 5 or 6 runs, I would say, with this team setup, and they have not failed. There was one, I will admit, that was very close, where just the siren was left at the end, but the boss was literally so close to dead, and then it died by the next siren attack, so it hasn't failed technically, but it's not completely foolproof. I can imagine if RNG really screws me over, then it could fail. I will have the run edited to be sped up to match when I'm finished talking about the general idea of the team comp. You can see my Shiva there, but to be perfectly honest, he's not really important to this team comp. In fact, he may actually die in this run. The other 3 are pretty easily obtainable. Boltwing, you'll get at least 3 of them scripted just running through the story. We have the Siren here, easily farmable, and the Wood Miho you will also get just running through story. You get a few free ones as well. Soul Stones for progressing through this story as well. I'll show you their gems at the end of this run and talk a bit more about the idea of the team. If you don't have a Wood Shiva, which I can imagine most players playing a week or so don't have, it can be replaced with a Wood Squirrel or a Wood Squirrus, however the hell you say it. You can farm those in like the first stage or something, and you can get that to Evo 3 really quickly. My Shiva actually isn't even Evo 2 yet, but he will be in a few days, so that might help to make the runs more consistent and better. Right now they are very slow, taking usually about 4 minutes, but just being able to auto it and eventually get it faster with better gems and such shouldn't be too much of a problem. The Wood Miho there is for the resist lead and for defense down. Also her active stunning is very useful for the trash mobs before the boss. Boltwing is good because he is an attacker and a self-sustainer and a sort of sub-healer, sort of a party healer on his active. Siren, of course, is the main healer and also a self-sustainer, and Shiva is really only there for the damage. He can help a bit with his mobs and his AoE seal, but I'm absolutely sure it's not necessary. So this team composition as it is right now most likely is not 100% foolproof until I get the gems a little bit better, but like I said, it hasn't failed yet. I forgot to turn off auto, so I guess this will be edited to make both runs in the span of which I'm talking about the team. One last thing to say before this Golem run does wrap up is that Shiva can also be replaced with Water Lat, another very easily Evo 3-able Astromon, because you get a free water one and then you can farm the natural 2 stars from Mirage Ruins, I believe it is. I am quite sure though that the Siren, the Lat, and the Miho need to be level 50 Evo 3 to be able to work well here in this team. The Boltwing seems to do fine at Evo 2 level 50. And if you decide to go with the more offensive approach of Wood Squirrus, I'm absolutely sure he also needs to be level 50 in Evo 3. That's a nice attack gem there. Defense, HP percent. Moving on to the gems now, starting with the leader Horan. Again, she is Evo 3, 5-star, level 50. She has the Conviction set, and I would honestly recommend this set for everyone. She's the only one I have it on. The rest either have broken sets or my Siren with her defense set. My units definitely do not have optimal gems right now. In fact, my Siren really needs work because she only has 4 extra resist percent, putting her at 24 or 44 with the Horan lead. And I think as a healer, she needs way more than that. So I would try and get her up to at least 60% resist after the resist lead is taken. So 20 plus 20. And then if you have the max leader skill, then it should be 60. Resist is very important for B7 Golem and a lot of other places because of how many debuffs not only the minions are doing, but also the Golem. Petrification is very bad if it gets landed on the healer because then she can't heal when she needs to. Fatigue is also bad because she won't get any blue orbs or the blue orbs won't do anything. So that's the general advice about getting the resist high. Try and get at least 20 plus 20 on each of them. You can do that easily with the Conviction set, which you can farm in Pagos Coast. The only one that has this recommended amount of resist is my Horan because of the Conviction set. Flash Ring with his broken set comes close at 15%, but I really would recommend to try and get at least a total of 60%. That being said, we can look at my Horan's individual gems. She has flat HP because I didn't have a percentage HP. I am kind of impatient, obviously, because I didn't keep farming Pagos Coast in hopes of a decent HP percent 4-star, but flat works almost as well since she only has a base of 20,000 HP, and I think it's at 19,000 base HP where percent becomes better, so I thought it's not going to make a huge difference anyway. The substats are pretty decent, 10% defense, 9.5 attack. She also has a defense gem. This came with 0 substats, so I got kind of lucky with the resist there. Got that up to 10. Once I get them all up to 12, she would be solid. And lastly, we have the attack gem. These are all 4 stars, so they're all farmable on the extreme map. And again, substats. You can't really pay too much attention to substats in the very beginning of a game. Getting really good substats, I think, is more reserved for when you can farm the B7 through 9 golems. Flashwing, he has a broken set. He has 4-star here, a 5-star HP gem here. This one I farmed from B4 golem. You can get up to 5-star gems there, so I think it's legit. And he also has a 5-star triangle, which I farmed from B6 golem. This is the fire one. So you can get up to 5-star gems. They're just kind of rare, and it would make making a conviction set much harder. Besides that, doing B5 golem to get squares, I still don't think I can do. I haven't tried in a day or two, but I still don't think I can do it. He's so strong. On my Siren, I have the defense set. Again, would probably recommend Conviction, or at least somewhat good resist substats. She has defense, HP, make her tanky all around. It's debatable whether full HP would be better because of her 3-star skill where it heals 20% of her own HP, but I think that 20% HP back is more effective with a defense gem in there, so she doesn't lose more than 20%, you know what I'm saying? And my Shiva, which can basically be any wood attacker, probably a Squirrus at Evo 3, would probably have better base stats or similar base stats to an Evo 1.2 Shiva, so I'm sure that would work out. He has right now attack, HP. Might be better to go more defensively on him because I noticed he is dying kind of quickly or gets low on health quickly before Siren heals him. So it might be better to throw a defense gem in there as well. As far as gem levels go, as you could probably see already, it's a mix of plus 12 and plus 9. Once I do get them all up to plus 12, it should make it a lot more consistent, maybe even faster. And once I can finish the sets on the others as well. But yeah, that'll do it for this little B7 guide. I hope that was useful. If you have any questions, make sure to leave them down in the comments below and I'll do my best to answer them. Also, make sure to drop a like if you did enjoy. I would really appreciate it. Thanks, as always, for watching, and until next time.